As we've been telling you, the plan to build a come-as-you-are shelter in Sarasota County hit another roadblock as county commissioners voted this week to not go forward. And tonight, SNN's John Woodruff gets reaction from the consultant who suggested this shelter. John.
Amber, Dr. Marbut presented a plan of action for addressing chronic homelessness last November. And since then, finding a shelter site has been the most contentious issue.
I don't see this as a complete rejection of the Marbut recommendation.
Sarasota County Director of Homeless Services Wayne Appleby has spent nearly a year selecting a site to house a come-as-you-are homeless shelter. That project came to a halt this week.
Without the cooperation of the city, the county could not do it on their own.
The Sarasota City Commission withdrew from the shelter discussion last month after failing to find a suitable site within the city limits.
That was just very surprising to be that dogmatic because it flies in the face of national best practices.
Dr. Robert Marbut was hired by the city and county last year and presented a 12-part plan to address chronic homelessness in the area. He says he selected shelter sites based on their proximity to social services and institutions like the county jail and the state attorney's office. Marbut says the site he selected as the best fit was rejected by city commissioners before they saw a site evaluation.
That shows me the city never, ever intended to allow for it to be inside the city.
Appleby says the city and county are implementing the other 12 parts of Marbut's plan, including 2 family intake portals opening by the end of the year, and a quality of life ordinance working its way through the commission.
We're going to see great things as a result of that for families and children. And hopefully some of those successes in the family and children's system could be mirrored on the adult side.
But for Marbut, 11 of 12 isn't enough to solve the problem.
In the end of the day, you're not going to see any reduction of chronic men and women homeless in Sarasota County until you have a site for a come-as-you-are.
Amber, as of now, there is no timetable on when conversation could resume regarding that shelter.
And John, we understand that Dr. Marbut's fee was about $140,000. So have we seen any progress come out of that money that's been spent?
Well, yes and no. The first of the major institutional changes will be that family intake portal opening by the end of the year. But until that's in place, most of the other points of Marbut's plan can't go into effect.
Certainly be following this story. Thanks, John.